Hi and welcome to Soph's Fitness Lab. In this session we're going to do some high intensity interval training, which is aimed more at a basic or beginner's level. High intensity interval training is really excellent and should be part of any kind of fitness program. That's because it gives your body a really big stimulus that actually causes it to change in a way that moderate intensity like jogging just doesn't do. So it ends up that you burn lots of excess fat because you use up so much glucose while you're doing the exercise. And it has lots of other metabolic side effects, which I can explain at length in another video. But let's just say that it's really excellent. Okay, so for this session, you're going to need some kind of maybe knee height object, because we're going to do push-ups on this object, and you might want a mat. You can just do it on the floor, but I guess it's a bit more comfortable on a mat. Okay, so the point of high intensity training is that each burst that we do, you do at a high intensity. So it's like sprinting instead of jogging. We're going to do in this set each exercise for 30 seconds, then rest, and then do it again, and then rest, and then do it again. So each exercise is going to get cycled through a few times. The idea of this is that it pushes your muscles to a point beyond which is their normal comfort zone. You might get a kind of burning sensation in the muscles, or it might feel like, oh, I can't do this anymore. That's perfect. Then that means that you're giving your muscles enough of a stimulus that they're going to change, they're going to adapt, and that's actually what you're trying to do when you're doing exercise. Okay, so I'm just going to tie up my hair. You might also want to get a glass of water ready, and then we'll start in a moment. Alright, so the first exercise, it's like a squat, except you're jumping in and out. Yeah, so a squat means that your knees should not be further forward than your toes. So you're not doing this. So you're going to stay in this position and try and be low and jump in and out. Yeah? You will start to feel this burning in your quads. That's the point. Okay? So in a moment, let's start this, and we're going to do 30 seconds. Okay, we can start in 5. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. So in and out. And you try and stay as low as you can. You can do with your arms whatever you want. Maybe you want to put them here. Try and keep your chest up and your head up. Don't bend down. Okay, 10 seconds left. 5, 2, 1, stop. You might notice that I'm in bare feet. That's not because I don't have trainers, it's because I try to exercise as much as possible in bare feet or in minimalist running wear, because it actually strengthens a lot of your leg muscles by doing that. Okay, we're still resting. We've got another 5 seconds. And then we'll go through again. Get ready. Go. If it starts to burn too much and you can't carry on, do this instead, where you bounce into the middle and then sink into the squat. Okay, last 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, stop. If you could manage with it okay, then that's fine, carry on with this position. It's just always good to know that you have options how you can vary it. Okay, breathe. We've got one more set of this, and that's giving a really good burst to your quadriceps. Okay, 5 seconds, and then we'll have the last set. Get ready, go. So remember, keep checking your knees that they should stay behind your toes. Go as low as you can. If you notice yourself standing up a bit, try and stay low. Okay, last 10. Breathe. 5, 2, 1. Stop. Good. Shake your legs out a bit. Remember, if you don't feel a burning sensation here, then it's not worth it. So don't be worried that that felt tricky on your thighs. I hope it did. That's the whole point of it. Okay. The next exercise we're going to do is going to focus more on your abs. You're going to lie down. And you're going to be lifting one leg and then the other leg. Okay? And if you can, you're going to do that at the same time. So one goes up and then they swap. 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 Okay, but while you're doing it, you try not to arch your back like this. Try and keep your lower back coming through to the floor, as if you pull your belly button through to the floor. Okay, so we're going to do the same, 3 sets of 30 seconds. Get ready into position. We'll start in 5 seconds. 2, 1, go. And again, do with your arms what you want. I just have them by my side on the floor. You don't need to do this especially fast. Actually, if you do it slower, it's more difficult. And difficult is the idea. Okay, 5 seconds left. And stop. So you can just stay down here, breathe, try to relax your belly in between. If you need, get a little drink of water. But don't take too long, we're starting again soon. So we'll start in another 5 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. And all the time, try and do it that your heels don't touch the ground at the bottom. If you need to, they can, but try and stop them just a centimetre above the ground. So that basically it means your ab muscles are always a little bit under tension. Okay, 5 seconds left. And stop. And in between, just breathe, relax. You don't need to do anything. That's the great bit about interval training. It's got lots of little rests in between. It's really very civilized. Okay. In 5 seconds, we'll do the last set. 3, 2, 1, go. On this one, aim to keep your legs really straight. So it means you have a little bit of tension all the way through your legs. I have my toes flexed. You can point them if you want. Okay, last 5. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, again, relax. You can shake your legs a little bit. And slowly stand up. If you want to stand up in the nice way, roll onto your belly and get up like this. Otherwise, just sit straight up, no problem. Okay, so we've done legs, we've done abs. What do we do next? We're going to do a side plank hold. So there we're really going for using more of the side abdominal muscles. And you're going to be in this position and just hold it for 30 seconds. If that's too difficult, put the other foot either at the front or at the back as a little extra support, a little extra balance. Okay, so if you want, if it's more comfortable, you can do this on your elbow. We can vary it as we go through, just as a slightly different thing. Okay, so let's get ready. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So if you can, just go into the full position. Okay, your shoulder wants to be directly above your wrist, and you want to keep your hips up so you don't dip down. Okay. Last 10. Keep it going, keep holding. Last 3, 2, 1. Stop. And just rest. We're going to do each side twice. And I think we'll do that side straight away again. It just means that those muscles have less chance to recover in between. Okay. 10 seconds left, so you can start to get ready into position again. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Good, that was halfway. Keep holding. Breathe. Okay, last 5, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, get up and just shake out a bit. Take a sip of water. And let's get straight to the other side. Okay, again, get into position. I'll just move so you can see it well. Okay, ready? Let's start in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. So your other hand is reaching straight up. Again, if you need, you can use the top leg to act as a brake. Good. Okay, last 10. Keep breathing. Last 3, 2, 1, stop. And in between, you just rest, breathe. We're doing roughly the same length of time as exercising and resting. You can vary the proportions that you do, but this is a good base. Okay, let's get ready to start again. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. And you should really feel it here. Breathe. If you're wobbling a bit, it's okay. Just try and keep holding. Okay, last 5, 3, 2, 1, stop. Good. That's side plank. From there you can do other exercises, just like from forward plank you can do other exercises, but it's really important to have a nice solid base there before you would build up to those. So, talking of forward plank, we're going to do an exercise that kind of is building up from forward plank. So we're going to be in this position, and then you're going to swap your feet forwards and back. Okay? So this exercise is a bit more of a combination exercise. It's working your arms, your shoulders for balancing here, it's working your abs for balancing in this position, and it's working your legs for doing the movement. So most of the other exercises in this set are more directed at one muscle group, but this is more of a combination exercise. It's nice to have them in there as well. Okay, so do this at whatever pace you can that is challenging for you, that's going beyond your comfort zone. Okay, so let's get into a starting position in a plank, and we'll start in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. So if you need to just do a few and rest, you can do that. If you need to do 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. And if you can, you just keep going. Okay, last 5. And stop. That's a more explosive exercise, so hopefully you're a little tired after that. And again, you want to try and judge what level can you do it where it's easy, and what level can you do it where you're pushing beyond that a little bit. Okay, let's get ready for the next set. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. So try and keep a big step all the time. Don't get into doing little ones like this. Good. 10 seconds left. And stop. Sorry, I missed the time on that one. Get your breath back. One more set of that one, and then it's done. Okay, let's get going in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. On this set, try and focus on hanging in the air. So as if you can hang between the steps, and then you're really using your core. Last 10. 5, 2, 1, stop. Whew, good job. That's a toughie. Okay, have a sip of water. We've got 2 more exercises left. We're going to do one more exercise, focus more on the back, and one focus more on the arms. So then we're doing kind of a quick tour through some of your major muscle groups. That's the aim of the set. Okay, so the next one, that one really got me breathing. The next one, you're going to lie on your belly. Your hands are just beneath your shoulders, and you're just going to raise up and down. Okay, your hands stay kind of passive, they're not pushing against the ground. Okay, so get ready, we'll start this one in a few seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Keep breathing. And try and feel the lift coming from the more the higher part of your back. Good. Last 5. And stop. Strengthening your back muscles is a really good way to avoid getting back pain. Often back pain is kind of a result of the muscles not being strong enough. Let's do, for the second set of this, let's do a slight variation called Supermans or Superwomans. You're going to start in the same position, but you're going to just reach with one arm forward, and you're going to at the same time lift the opposite leg. So you have to concentrate. Okay, so right arm goes forward and left leg lifts up. Ready, go. And I'm doing this quite quickly, but it's actually good to slow it down a bit. Makes it more difficult. Good, last 5. And stop. Just rest. For the last set, you can choose which ones you do, either the classic dorsal raise or the super person alternating one. Okay, let's start in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. And if you're doing the Supermans, make sure the arm that's not going forward is not really helping. It's just kind of passive. Last 10. Three, 2, 1, stop. Good. Okay, we've done something for legs, abs, side abs, back. And what else have we done? Oh, the floor sprints, which is kind of everything. And the last thing we're going to do is push-ups. It's that classic exercise that will never stop being good. And this is the exercise that you need this raised surface for. Maybe you'll find doing push-ups on the flat ground, but since this is a more beginner level session, I'm going to assume that it's more appropriate to do it on a raised surface. Otherwise, if you were on the flat ground, you might end up losing your form, and then you won't be really using the muscles that we're supposed to be using. I'll explain that more now. So find something of a good height, put your hands on it, and the rest of your body is making this plank position, which means it's a flat line. So not this and not this. And your big aim is to hold that flat line the whole time. So it means when you lower down and when you push up, you're still always in that flat position. You don't do this. And you don't do this. Yeah, so both of those things mean that you're not really using the muscles that we're aiming for, which is fine, but the point of the exercise is to really target your triceps and your shoulder muscles and your chest muscles, so it's good to try and keep the form. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this that we try to do 30 seconds, rest, and we do it 3 times. Okay, so get into position, and we'll start in 5, 2, 1, go. And you don't need to rush it. It's much better to do it slowly because it's much more difficult since you remove momentum. And if you can, slow it down as much as you can. Makes it much more challenging. And stop. Okay, while you rest, I'll just say one more thing, which is that for push-ups, try to go all the way down till your chest is almost touching the surface. So it can be easy to stay in this height, but then you're not using the full range of the muscles, so you're not reaching all of the muscles in the way that you could. Okay, let's start in 5, 2, 1, go. So you go as far down as you can till your chest practically touches, and then push up. You'll notice that it's more difficult. At that part of the movement, you're much more using your chest muscles, your pecs, whereas in the higher part, you're more using your triceps. Last 5. And stop. So we'll do one more set of these. Obviously there are different exercises that you could use to target all of these muscle groups, but these are some really classic ones. And you can look at my different videos to use to find out some different movements that target the same muscle groups. Just because it's nice to have some variation sometimes and not always do the same thing. Okay, last set. Ready, go. If you've still got some energy left, why don't we try doing this one more explosively? So try and, this time, push up at the top. Okay, last 10. And stop. Good. Good workout. That's it, we're done. Just 6 different exercises to target some of your main muscle groups. Don't forget, fitness, in the end, it's all about working your muscles, whether you call it cardio or HIIT training or aerobics or whatever you call it. At the end of the day, the unit that you're using to move your body is your muscles, and so it's your muscular system that you really want to train, which will also train your cardiovascular system. And doing high intensity interval training, specifically trying to target this group and then this group and then this group, that's the way that you'll cause adaptations in all of those groups of muscles, which will then have a system-wide effect. So it will then end up meaning that your body takes away the fat stores from wherever they are, because it's received the message in the whole system through various hormones to say, whoa, we need some more energy. So it will still have a system-wide effect, but it's important to think about it in terms of, let's do an exercise for here, and then for here, and then for here. Okay, anyway, enough talking. Hope you enjoyed the session. HIIT training is something that you could do maybe maximum every 5 days. You don't need to do it really often. It's good to have a recovery time in between. Yeah, so you could also do it, say, once every 4 days, but something like once every 4 to 7 days of doing this session intensively would be really great. So it's not a big demand. It's actually good to have the rest times in between in order for your body to actually make the changes after you give it the stimulus from the exercise. All right, well done. See you next time.